Hi, and thanks so much for joining me for this Get Ready With Me featuring my top picks for the Sephora Savings event. A huge thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video. I am so honored to be working with them again. I love this event. It happens twice a year. There's a lot of information I'm going to give you right now, so if you'd like to read more about it, I will leave all the information in the description box below. The Sephora Savings event is available to those in the Beauty Insider program, which is free to join. So if you have not already joined, you can join it free of charge. The promo code SAVENOW is available for in-store and online in the US, Canada, and in Kohl's, and it is multi-use. I mentioned the tiers. We have ROUGE, VIB, and Insider. So ROUGE members, you're up first. You have first access. Your exclusive dates, exclusive to ROUGE, are April 14th to April 17th. Yours is 20% off. Again, you have multi-use. You can use it in-store, online, free shipping on all orders, no minimum. So even though you have exclusive access, where it's just ROUGE members from April 14th to April 17th, you can shop the entire time from April 14th to April 24th as many times as you like. So ROUGE members, that's 20% off with the code SAVENOW. That's on most products. There are some exclusions, make sure to check below, as well as 30% off Sephora Collection items from April 14th to April 24th. And remember, there's the service of ordering online, picking up in store, which is one of the things I like to do most because I want to make sure the things that I want are there before I go pick them up, but also I want instant gratification that I can just go to the store and pick it up that day. So in addition to regular shipping, there is also that order online, pick up in store, or there's also same day delivery. Then VIB members, you're up next. That's April 18th. Starting for you through April 24th, you get a 15% savings, and that's with the code SAVENOW. And that 15% is in-store and online. It's multi-use. You get free shipping, and that's on all orders. There's no minimum. And remember, you also get 30% off the Sephora Collection items. And then Insiders starting on April 18th, and that's through the 24th, you get 10% off your purchase as well using the code SAVENOW. That's also multi-use, can be used in-store and online. You also get free shipping on all orders, no minimum. And you're also eligible for that 30% off Sephora Collection items starting on April 14th, going through April 24th. What I wanted to do was feature 10 products that I would highly recommend, mostly because I have repurchased them several times, so they are tried and true. There are a couple of new products in there, so I really wanted to feature those. Those are the things that are worth it to me because I use them all the way up and I really get my money's worth. But I did want to feature some other really lovely items that I enjoy. I'm also quickly going down a list of 10 items in hair care and skincare that I would also recommend. And remember, there is buy online and pick up in store as well as same day delivery. And make sure to join the Beauty Insider program if you have not yet already. I will leave a link below. I can't believe I almost forgot to mention I did a little haul of some items I wanted to try out just to see how they work in case you were interested in them. I've been revisiting products I loved, so I picked up this Armani Beauty Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Oil-Free Foundation, and I picked mine up in 7.5. Also wanted to try some more Sephora Collection brushes. So this is the Sephora Collection Complete brush set. It has 7 brushes in it. And then we've got the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Cheek Hugging Highlight Brush because I really enjoyed the bronzer brush. I wanted to try the highlight brush as well. And I picked up a lip that I wanted to try by Hourglass. I have not yet tried their formula. So I'll be using all of those in the Get Ready With Me. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, I'll highlight the 10 products that I have. Just gonna moisturize my lips quickly here before we start. So I've got the Shine On Lip Jelly by Tower 28 in Coconut. I've been testing out this product for a little while, a couple weeks now. This is the Glow Recipe Strawberry BHA Pore Smooth Blur Drops, and I'm just going to blur the middle of my face where I've got pores and where I can tend to get more oily. I have combination skin, so I can get oily here, especially in the warmer months, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit. Let's get into one of the items I hauled here. So we got the Armani Beauty Foundation, the Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Oil-Free Foundation. This comes in 40 shades, and I went into the store and picked up 7, well actually, I did the order online and pick up, and then when I went to the store, I checked 775, which I ordered because I thought it said more gold and I thought might be a better match. But then I was able to swatch them side by side when I picked it up in the store. And it looks like 7.5 was still the best shade for me because it has a peachier tone, which I always like. It really helps color correct for me, and it just brightens my complexion. So I went with 7.5. So we're gonna start with my first recommendation. I recommend this all the time. It's my go-to foundation brush, and I have 3 of them. That's how much I love this brush, just because I like to have some backups ready to go. It is a little bit of effort to clean it, but it's worth it because the application is flawless. So I've got the shade here, 7.5. You can see it definitely has a peachier tone. So if you're more golden than me, I would look at 7.5. This is the most streak-free application I've experienced with a foundation brush. I love revisiting products I've loved in the past because I try on so much makeup, and this one is lovely. And this is one of my anchor foundations. It just helps me figure out what I'm closest to when it comes to selecting other foundations. So if you're close to my skin tone, 7.5 is a really great shade match in the Armani. Let's build this up a little bit. It does have a lovely silky kind of finish to it, and it does what I love foundation to do, which is just even out the skin tone without completely covering it up. We are gonna go in though with some concealers here. So I thought this is a good opportunity to kind of show you some comparisons as well if you're curious. Number 2 for a product is this Charlotte Tilbury color corrector. This is in 2 medium, and I use this on my dark spots, and you can also use this under your eyes. So this is, gosh, maybe the 3rd time I've purchased this. I purchased it years ago. One of the things I'm revisiting. And we're gonna use number 3 recommendation. I love this brush. It's a Sephora Pro Concealer number 71 brush. So I'm just gonna go under the eye with this so you can see how it looks under the eye as well. So that is the color corrector, and this is in 2 medium. I'm gonna go in though with this product, which I used, gosh, recently. I've been enjoying it. I'm gonna go in with this product by Ole Henriksen, the Banana Bright Vitamin CC Stick, just to show you what that looks like. Just taking some on the brush here and then applying it with this same brush. Cleaned it off a little bit. So there's a difference in case you were wondering. There's just more glow on this. So I'm gonna put concealers on top of this. First, I wanna just take one of the brushes from the Complete Brush set and use that as a face concealer brush. Oh, so there is a concealer brush in here. Okay, we've got a powder brush. We'll try and use that. We've got a blush brush, this angled blush brush. Actually, I like an angled blush brush. Foundation brush, which I have to test out because I just put on foundation here. Maybe we could try it with the concealer as well because I have such a large space to conceal. And then we've got a crease brush. We have a shadow brush. And we'll use that. Oh, that'll be good for the eyeshadow sticks I'm going to use today. And then we've got a brow brush with a spoolie. So let's take this concealer brush and just use this Charlotte Tilbury color corrector on my dark spots. Yeah, even though this is right in the middle of my face, it tends to work really nicely. Do a little color correcting here, and then we're gonna use concealer. So I have 2 shades of the Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer by Charlotte Tilbury, one in medium 8 and 8.5. Okay, so this is 8.5 and 8. So I'm gonna take 8.5 and use that right in the middle of my face. It's definitely warmer. So I'm gonna take that under the eye. Take the tiniest bit here and just dot it. This is number 8, a little bit brighter. Let's take the excess here just to even out everything. We're gonna go ahead and set just a center with this La Mer powder, as well as their powder brush. One of the fluffiest powder brushes I've used. I'm gonna use this foundation brush because it's got a nice dome shape on it for powder. So this is a Westman Atelier powder. It's the Vital Pressed Skincare Powder in the shade Creme. So I'd like to just stamp a little bit here. There's just less chance of a disruption in the concealer when I do this kind of motion versus swirling it all around. Number 4, we've got this, one of my most repurchased items ever from Sephora. It's the Gucci eyebrow pencil, and you can see this is very well loved. I have one in my travel case. I have one here where I do my videos. I have one where I do my actual makeup every day. So yeah, love this. So we're gonna go and fill in really quickly. I love this because it's a more powdery consistency, nothing shiny about this one. So we're gonna go in with this Sephora brush, see how the spoolie is. There's also this brush on it, which we can soften. Oh, nice. So it does a nice job of distributing the product in a really soft way. Love a spoolie, but also really like this end on here. Nice. So I don't know if you noticed, I put just pretty much a line across and I was able to diffuse the color out and distribute it in a soft way with this angled portion here. So let me try and do it over here so I can show you. So I draw a line like this. Yeah, so if brows are a mystery to you, it took me a long time to figure this out. So I keep things quite minimal here, just this line to establish the shape at the bottom. And then I fill in more towards the middle here at the arch and then taper off. So it looks kind of not quite right yet. So then taking this side, I liked that I could just angle this flat against the brow like this. So let me show you. So it looks like this and then flat against the brow, and I'm just feathering up the color that I deposited. And I'm getting a really soft, kind of diffused appearance, especially at the beginning of the brow, so important. So it doesn't look like super obvious that I filled in my brows. I think this is one of the hardest parts of the brow, is right at the beginning, especially when that's where I'm missing more hair is right there. So I have to be really careful I don't go too heavy because of the shape of my brow. Depends on the shape of your brow. So that diffused it really well. Not sure how long I've been working on this. I kind of lose track of time when I work on my eyebrows and my mascara. So I just enjoy the application part of it. Number, what am I on? Number 5. I hope we're in the right place. I'm trying to keep track here of 10. And I put stickies on everything, but they've fallen off. I think this is 4. Oh no. Hold on, let me count. So we're on the Dior Onset Brow in 032. This really does a nice job of holding the brows in place and not making them look too heavy. Sometimes brow products can be a little bit clumpy, especially when they're trying to build volume at the same time. But Dior did a really nice job here with accomplishing both of those things. Really nice hold, nice volume, but not like a clumpy formula. So then just pulling the brows away from my, like against the grain, and you can see them sticking up, and then I just gently put them back in place. That way they're not super close to my skin. Give them a little 3-dimensional volume. Kind of soft today with the brows. Okay, so that was number 4. Number 5 is this Hourglass eyeliner. It's in Force. It's a Voyeur waterproof gel eyeliner, and it's such a pretty shade, and I love to use this for both just eyeliner and eyeshadow. So let me show you how I do that. So those of you keeping track, it was 1, 2, or 2. Oh no. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no. Okay. So much for the stickies. We'll recap at the end. So I don't know. Maybe I'll put numbers here. I don't know if it matters what order they're in. So regardless of the order, we're on number 6. So you've got the Hourglass Voyeur waterproof gel eyeliner in Forest. And this is a really beautiful shade, especially if you have brown eyes like me. And then we're gonna go ahead and just tight line first. I'm gonna go above as well, just to show you what this looks like if you wanna just go in with one eye product. And you can do that and just make it your eyeliner eyeshadow combination. You have just a little bit of time to smudge this, but then it's gonna set. So you can get a really diffused, pretty look here. So that's a really pretty quick eye. You can also go in with something like Tabak by Westman Atelier. And it's a really lovely, you can't tell, but it's like a warmer neutral more of a coppery tone. So I'm gonna take this Sephora brush, the shadow brush that came in that little kit. You can use clean hands for this as well, but since we have this nice brush, we're gonna try it out. I like this because it gives just the slightest glow to the eyelid. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the Laura Mercier eyeshadow stick in khaki here, and I'm just gonna build this outer portion. Take the same eyeshadow brush I just used, blend. Let's go in with number 7 on track again, and I have a new one because I buy these when they're on sale or there's some good deal on them because it's so good. It's the Tower 28 mascara, the Make Waves mascara. I'll most likely be purchasing more of this product myself. So I'm actually gonna list a what's in my cart or what I've purchased or what's on my wish list down below in case you want to see what else I'm considering purchasing, because I also shop myself. So I'll be restocking and also trying a few new things. If you want to see that list, I'll leave it below. Love the wand on this one. Grabs every lash. So good. Gonna take that foundation brush and just use it a little bit differently and take this Westman Atelier in Chouchette. I love this cream blush. I'm just gonna pop it on the cheeks here. If you want something really soft and natural, it's a really beautiful blush. The one that I have been using time and time again, gosh, I feel like almost every video or every other video, it's the Valentino number 9 blush. Just trying out this angled blush brush that came in that set. Going with bronzer using this Fenty brush. I'm going to use the new Fenty brush here in a bit with the highlighter. Oh, sorry, this is the Grwm bronzer in number 3. Let's use this Fenty Beauty highlighter brush, the cheek hugging highlight brush. Here's the difference. So we've got the bronzer brush that I just used, and then here's the highlight brush. It's very similar in shape, just smaller, but I love the fact that they hug the contours of the face. I think that's so innovative because I haven't seen that shape really before. Okay, so I know that this is a powder, not necessarily a highlighter, but I'm not the hugest highlighter fan, but when I do want glow, I want it in a really specific place. So let's try this as a highlighter. So we just want a little bit of a glow. I love that this placement is so specific. So highlighter is also one of those things that can get away from me, kind of like bronzer, which is why I like both of these brushes because they place everything really easily. Just the slightest glow. I also have the Westman Atelier highlight stick, which is a really nice natural highlighter as well. So I've got this in Nectar. I also have it in Lit Up, but I think Nectar is better for my coloring. It's a little bit warmer. And we're just gonna take a little bit of this and then just pop it on top. Yeah, really gentle. You can see that bone structure coming out because of the powder. I love that. Apply right on top, really gently. I thought I'd show you my version of highlighter, and if you want something also with a little bit more hydration, that's a really nice one too, the Westman Atelier. I thought I'd show you another new favorite of mine. It's this Dior Lip Maximizer. I really love this shade and it's so easy to use. Effortless kind of lip product, which is one of my favorite kinds, and it's a Your Lips But Better shade for me. The shade is Intense Rosewood. Yeah, this is one of those items that I retrieved from my bag to get because I wear it all the time. I reapply it often. Very hydrating, really comfortable, has a really healthy, fresh appearance. Okay, I also want to try for you though, something I picked up. So I wanted to preview something for you and for myself too, because I hadn't tried it, but I was interested in this formula. It just kind of passed me by. The Hourglass Lip product. It's the Satin Creme Lipstick. And I got mine in the shade 334 Wave. So I wanted to go for something with a little bit of plum, a little bit of berry, even though I don't love like purpley tones on me. If it's a berry tone, typically looks really nice. I thought this is one of the products that's come out recently that I haven't had a chance to try yet. Ooh, lovely formula, really creamy going on, even application. And anything with a berry tone typically will look really nice because my lips are actually cool toned, even though my skin is warm toned. But I just have to be careful not to go too purple either. So this one's a really pretty one and something I don't already have. So when I do video, I've typically styled my hair already and it looks nice and shiny and like healthier than this. So this is my air dried hair. I washed it last night, let it air dry, and then that's it. So it can be a little bit, I don't know, not as shiny, a little bit dull. So I really credit the Dyson with the appearance of my hair looking healthier because it just smooths everything out. So I'm gonna show you how I use it, not the whole, well, let's see how much I can do because I don't have a mirror right here. I'm just looking at the viewfinder. And I've done this before, but people like to see it anyway. I find it works best for me either just slightly damp or dry like this. I can go from a more damp state as well, but it just takes a little bit longer. So I'm gonna put part of my hair up. I've got the larger barrel here, and I'm just gonna show you how I do this. So I've learned to twist these in the correct direction. So it has this on top, and you can switch the direction of the air, which makes a difference because it will switch the direction of the curl. So I like to curl away from my head. I put all the settings up like this, and then I just take a piece of hair like this. It's so funny because I think people were showing how to wind it from here, which is typically actually what I do. I don't wind it from the bottom because then this curl is tighter and then I don't get as much volume at the top. So I don't place it at the bottom. I will place it more towards the top, more towards the middle actually, and then it'll wrap around like this, you'll see. Cool shot. And then if you pull it out, then you get a curl like this. So if you don't wrap it all the way from the bottom, then you don't get as tight of a curl, which is actually what I'm looking for. I don't want this really tight curl at the bottom. So I do focus it more towards the middle of the hair and then allow this to wrap around like this versus down here wrapping around like, does that make sense? This is what I don't do. I don't start down here and then this. I don't do that. Yeah, I don't start down here and then pull. I start in the middle, actually more towards the roots. Okay, I just switched the direction, so I'm going away. Okay, so nothing new. I'll just take sections and I'll do the next section and the next section, and everything pretty much looks the same. But when I get here, this is the important part, is I take this hair and I pull it in the opposite direction. So I take this and I almost go straight up and down like this and turn this on, and I'll pull it in the opposite direction. So then that gives more of this look to it, the swept look, versus it just doesn't turn out right if I stay on this side. So I try and pull in the opposite direction in the front of my face. So this is gonna be pulled this way because then you get more of this curtain kind of appearance versus exposing all of these roots, which I don't love. Sometimes I have some, well, actually I do have some roots growing in right now. This whole idea, which I thought was so interesting because I thought that's how I've used this from the onset, was to build volume. So turning it on and then at the root, like this. And then you start to get lift here. So this is one of the most problematic areas for me, is the roots and getting some volume. And this is the only product I've tried that can really do a good job and get close to the scalp without damaging or feeling too hot. Let me go and finish this in the mirror so I can make it look good, and I'll be right back. One of the reasons I love the Dyson as well is because it's so easy to use and beautiful results every time. If you look back on my previous videos, I have so many videos where my hair is just pulled back. That was a result of hairstyling gone awry, or I just couldn't figure out what to do with my hair. And it's actually fun to style my hair now. I look forward to using this. I really like the bouncy results that I get with the Dyson, which is why I don't hairspray it a lot. So I really love that Superfine hairspray by Oribe because it is super fine. There's nothing sticky about it, but it does just keep some of these flyaways in place. So quick recap of the products that I recommend. We've got this Shiseido brush for foundation. We have another brush, the Pro Concealer number 71 by Sephora. I'm a little bit out of order here, but let's make sure I get 10 here. I've got the Tower 28 mascara, the Dior Show Onset Brow, and these are things that I'll be purchasing myself. Like I said, I'll leave a list below. Eyeliner by Hourglass. It can serve as an eyeliner and as a bit of a cream shadow, which is what I love so much about it. We've got the Dior Lip Maximizer. This one is in 009 Intense Rosewood. And then we've got the Gucci Eyebrow Pencil, which is in the shade 04. We've got the Valentino blush right here in number 9 specifically. Charlotte Tilbury color corrector in 2 medium, which I can use under my eyes, as well as my dark spots. I mostly use it on my dark spots though. And then we have what I think is one of the best values in all of this is the Dyson Airwrap, because I waited so many, I'm gonna say years to pick this up. It was years. And I just kept looking at it, wondering about it, and I don't know why I didn't purchase it. I wish I'd purchased it earlier. It's a very different product than a curling iron. It's more like a blowout than anything else. So the results you would get with a round brush and a hairdryer, round brush and hairdryer, which I was not good at either. This just takes the guesswork out of everything and does a really lovely job. I'm always happy with my hair when I use this. I also have skincare and hair care products, a list of 10 for you. And these are things I use every day and I'll be purchasing them as well. I've got the New Face device here. I use it along the jawline, under the cheekbones, and really just use this motion to define those areas. I am going to be 51 here shortly. So I'm in my 50s and anything I can do to help lift is something I'm gonna try. But I use it with this Silk Creme by New Face as well. So this says it's a microcurrent activator, which is something to be used with this. It allows this to work. And there was another product they had. This one works much better because it's both firming and brightening. So love the firming aspect. Also love the brightening, so that's another thing I'll be picking up myself. Then we got these Shiseido facial cottons, which I use every day. I take them in half though, or tear them in half to use them because I feel I just use part of the pad and that way they last longer, less waste. We've got this Grande Brow, which I use every day. I use it in the evening. It's really helped improve the appearance of my brows. So I overplucked my eyebrows in the 90s like everybody else. So now I just want them back to where they used to be. So we are definitely getting there with a Grande Brow. I'm gonna picture a picture of the Tatcha SPF because I've just run out. I thought I had another one, but I definitely need another one. It's SPF 50. I love it. It adapts to my skin, works well under makeup as well. I've been using this Topicals Faded. This is one of the smaller ones for my dark spots. If you look back at my videos, my dark spots were really severe. When I started this channel was 6 years ago. Is that 7 years ago? Oh my gosh, a long time ago. That's when I really was dealing with it. And now in these last couple years maybe, it's gotten better. So if you think about that's 5 years. I haven't been using this for 5 years, but the process has taken a really long time. So patience is key. I also use the scalp brush by Briogeo that you recommended to me. I really love using that with my hair care products. This is the Oribe Superfine Hairspray. I don't know if I need to pick this up. It's pretty full here. I might pick up another one. We'll see, but this is what I use, the only hairspray that I use. It's super fine. Love the fragrance. It's really lovely. If you've ever smelled Oribe products, love this one. And then the Solid Beauty Blender soap. I use that to clean my brushes, so I'll also be stocking up on that. Oh yeah, and I also forgot to mention the Peter Thomas Roth face wash that I love so much. Make sure to check down below for all of the details on the Sephora savings event below. And a huge thank you to Sephora for sponsoring this video. I'd love to know what you are picking up at the Sephora savings event. Let us know in the comments section below. And I know it's helpful for me because I might have to add some of those items to my list. But that is it for today's video, so please take care of each other, stay well. If you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you next time.